All right. Well, again, on and on and on again, your television will hide things in it that will tell you that the Earth is not a spinning ball. We are always constantly being deceived. We are always constantly having it rubbed in our faces. Here's a little bit of sample. This right here rubs in the fact, or the rabbit hole conspiracy that our entire ancient history is fabricated.
There is a place where mountains meet the sea, and someday soon we will have the life we've both been dreaming of. The board, sir. We promised them a new storyline. They should have one. Something quite original. What are you uploading? These are the host's codes?
As of this moment, that doesn't concern you. What does concern you is giving him a semblance of a personality and getting him on the train, out of the park.
Let me go back a little
I
bit.
want to break it to hell with me and rob the god's blind. I died with my eyes open.
Now, this talks about how they took the giant machines to cut down the giant trees and recreated a human civilization that started over.
Someday soon we will have the life we've both been dreaming of. The board, sir. We promised them a new storyline. They should have one. Something quite original.
See? They're making all this history up. And you're going to see they use the giant machines to cut down the tree stumps and turn them into what appeared to be like mountains. They have like massive root systems underneath, and you'll see like people going into like caves with crystal cave digs and shit like that. That's just the root systems. That's all that is. And they took all this history here and fabricated all of it. And they've been telling us lies. Our school and everything teaches us this history, but it's kind of like the Lorax and the Onceler story. They showed up over here. The water was still fresh. The trees were still there. Everything was still there. And they were like, oh, look at this place. And the place literally started, the 1900s. Everything was booming. They were building the Giza Pyramids in the 1900s. Geez, the scams are horrible. The Stonehenge was built in like the 1900s. So you could pretty much bet that after 1776, when they created this new world order that's on the back of your dollar, the dummy corporation of the United States, also created a series of psyops, which in treaty form you agreed to, which you are literally surrounded by nothing but psyops and treaties. And your history is one of them. Everything they taught us in school is all a lie. Everything is just bullshit. And you would be under the firmament, pretty much.
What are you uploading? Answer the host's code.
See that? No one ever goes to the top of those tree stumps to see what's really up there. No one ever goes up there. But movies like Wild West talk about this, like when they were using those giant spider machines and all those giant machines. And they created the Wild West. They created what we perceive to be the past. And I don't know how the fuck they got the first humans to go for it. Well, in this show, it shows that the first humans were like planted in. They were planted there, and then they just kind of started the corporation like that. And then the generations teach the new ones, and then the new ones are the millennials of the following previous generation are always taught to respect their elders and respect their views and their values and everything they were taught. So, how did you get here? That's what you really got to ask yourself. Is like, if you came from a place with giant tree stumps, how the fuck did you get here? This shit is all civilized and something completely different, the complete opposite of what you would expect. If you came from even a caveman place, everything they taught us is it's got a lot of things that don't add up to it.
As of this moment, that doesn't concern you.
See,
what does concern you?
they're telling you they got plants.
Personality and getting him on the train.
And these people are all like sophisticated, like super highly advanced, technologically advanced humans. And then they got the dumb humans that go out and they live this old dumbed down, we just started industry, let's go to the Wild West and start all over again. And it's like, it's weird. It's like they're telling you that in a time where we cut the trees down, we were technological And you stupid slave fucks are the ones that don't know shit. And you have the smartphones while we have the laser beams and all the cool shit. You guys get your new smartphone technology and you go keep on pushing those pins for us and keep cutting down. And pretty much we are the, well, not, I don't consider myself that anymore, but a lot of people are backing the corporation. And they're pushing the corporation of 1776. That's all they do every single day. You do that and it just continues to build and grow and get bigger. And that's all this place is, just a giant corporation from the real place that it used to be. Let's go back and look at that tree stump again. That was amazing.
I want you to break into hell with me and rob the god's blind. I died.
I mean, this shit is like no shortage of rubbing shit in your face. Just no shortage of it. I mean, give me a break.
You traveled all over these
Westworld.
There is a place where the mountains meet the sea, and someday soon we will have the life we've both been dreaming of.
You hear that?
The board, sir.
A place where the mountain moves the sea, we will both have the life we were dreaming of. Where the waters collect. They're talking about the center of the flat earth. Look at that.
What does concern
And a
you is
technological
giving him a
plant.
personality and getting him on the train.
These motherfuckers were technologically advanced while the slaves were stupid and had nothing and knew nothing. Clearly, I don't know, something going on here, man, with this story. This right here would be a good explanation as to how we got somewhere that we don't know what the fuck's going on. How the ancestor, I was watching Quasi-Luminous recently talking about the DNA hoax, saying that there's no ancestry for anybody. It's all bullshit because technically you had 1,000 grandparents. If you have one grandparents and your grandparents had two grandparents and those two grandparents had two grandparents and then so on and so on, I mean 1,000 years ago you probably had like shit 100, 200 grandparents. Like, I mean, shit, who gives a fuck about Ancestry.com and all those? It's bullshit. They did this shit to teach you that you were separate from the mass. You know, you got black cows hanging out with white cows. There's no reason for them to feel like they need to be separate from each other. This is what they're teaching us. But then they rub this kind of shit in our face.
Out of the park. I want you to break into hell.
The board, sir. We promised them a new storyline. They should have one. Something quite original.
Unbelievable. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking shit. The top of a giant tree stump, a technologically advanced place hidden from view that is manipulating the entire fake reality. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Who imagines at the top of those damn tree stumps? Go up there and see for yourself. I bet they have somebody ready to shoot your ass. You go up there, they probably fucking have somebody up there ready to stop. Where do you think you're going? Well, I just wanted to stand at the top of the giant tree stumps and, or the cliffs like they do in the National Geographic and the mountain climbers. They stand up there and they look over the fucking horizon and they take deep breaths and blow out the cold air. That's what I want to do. Yeah, right. Those fucking videos are mostly planted. Most of y'all don't ever fucking go up there. You watch those videos and they give you a bi-curious understanding of what you can expect is up there. You've never been up there for yourself. You don't know what the fuck's up there for real. I'm telling you, that's how they lie. That shit is straight-faced, bold-faced, fucking clean and crystallized. And then on television, they dumb people down with the hokey expectation that lies are supposed to be silly and ridiculous and stupid. Even though above and beyond the fact that they do give us a lot of stupid, like NASA and shit like that. A lot of it's just a little silly, stupid bullshit. But even though they have taught us that what we can expect to be lies is nothing that is given to us with a straight face. If a motherfucker's got a suit on and that's your attorney, oh, he ain't lying. You better just listen to that dude with the suit on. See what I'm saying? Straight face, blow face lies.
As of this moment, that doesn't concern you. What does concern you is giving him a semblance of a personality and getting him on the train, out of the park. I want you to break into hell with me and rob the god's blind. I died with my eyes open. And I know that tricks.
Every part of this building.
They're saying that you're right here. They're saying that humans are recycled. Right there, they start over and over and over again. Their life forces start over, and they slate.
The goal was to find the center of the
Check out this shit.
Then maybe you could be free.
I'm telling you, this whole show is nothing but shit, clues rubbed in your face. And you could literally watch any show like this, and if you're awake, you will see. I mean, it doesn't take someone like me to point it out to you. If you're awake, you're gonna see this on every show, on everything, like every logo, every fucking goddamn, from Tony the Tiger sticking his thumb up in the air in a certain kind of pose in a way, or the goddamn fucking Lucky Charms fucker. You know what I'm saying? All of them have something on them, on the logo, that shows you that the earth is flat and that there's a center where everything needs to go to. It's on every goddamn thing that you'll see, man, I swear. Donuts, CDs, I mean, it's everywhere. So, alright. Let's get back to the center of this maze that you'll be led free if you make it to the center. Again.
Deeper level to this game.
The maze isn't meant for you.
Naomi. There's something I'd like you to try. The maze.
Really?
The goal is to find the center of it. If you can do that, then maybe you can be free. There's a deeper level to this game.
The maze isn't meant for you.
The maze isn't meant for you. So, that's the dude that's like a dark force in this movie, in this show. Like, so the maze isn't meant for you, so you can't get to the center. Well, I mean, maybe he's not favored by the creator. Maybe once he makes it to the center, maybe he won't get through the gate. Maybe they won't allow him. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they're showing, man, that really gets you thinking, that really gets those gears going, man.
He said this place was a game. I'm gonna go find Dolores. Here to help me. Open your eyes. My old friend. Who am I?
You are the ideal partner.
My God. I'm Arnold. Don't do this.
Never place your trust in us.
Telling
You're
you.
only human.
They don't even know the fuck. These people don't even know the fuck they are. They're being brainwashed. I mean, look at the clues, man.
Escalante.
Very interesting.
No, Dolores.
So, another interesting thing I thought it was pretty funny is that how, like, if you ever look at like songs like "I'm a Barbie Girl in a Barbie World" and you think about all the plastic and stuff that's going on, well, if you drink 80% of water in plastic bottles and eat out of, and drink out of, and serve and eat and everything out of plastic, then that's like saying that 80% of your body is plastic, because a person like myself that meditates and gets connected like that, you can tell that when you grab a plastic bottle, that the residue will just come off on your hand. So essentially, if you don't have this deep saturation of plastic, you can tell when it's coming and going from you. You can tell that when you're poisoning yourself with it. Plastic, I'm telling you, it's some shit. And this whole intro to this show shows that the new human is predominantly plastic. Everything that they created, because everything that they created has a new, I guess, lack of electrical continuity to it. It does not have its Super Saiyan electrical, silica-based, electricity-based conduit form. It is more plasticized with your surrounding elements, like your Tupperwares, your wrapped hot dogs, your cheeses, everything. Anything that's wrapped in plastic is receiving a residue, and over time, this plastic builds up. And the only reason I know that this shit's true is because I meditate, I go outside, I get grounded, and it pulls it out of me, little by little, every day. So I can tell what plastic does. I can tell that the bottom of the shoes is bothering me. I can tell that the linoleum floors is bothering me. I can tell, because I can feel the shit. A lot of people don't know. They laugh. They say, oh, you're crazy, yada, yada, yada. It's just that everybody's sleepwalking, and they're laughing at the people who have really got this shit figured out. A lot of people got this shit figured out, and they're all being made fun of and being ridiculed. Like, straight up. But that's what they're telling you, man, that humans are being pulled out of their element. They're not electrical anymore. They're not just plasticized. They're Barbie girls living in a Barbie world. Their life is plastic, and it's fantastic. This whole show, man, just tells you Enter the hole in the center of the flat plane. Everyone enter her eye zone. Amazing. Stay awake.